What's up everyone, my name is Matthew Dale and this is my favorite way to do boosting in the Axe FX. Alright, so I have a pretty basic preset called up here. I've got the AC20, which I love, you've probably seen it on my channel before. And I've also got a Carol Ann Takana set up for some nasty Marshall tones. Now, if I want a little bit of a volume lift for boosting, my favorite thing to do is using a filter block, but I'm going to put this filter block in a very particular location. Notice I have a reverb and a delay running in parallel, and it's pretty safe to say I've got a pretty healthy amount of delay on this patch. Right now, I'm going to put my filter block right in the middle of these two parallel effects. And in order to get the boost going, I'm going to boost this about 3 dB. Pro tip, I usually map this level control into my per preset performance controls, so I can very quickly dial in how much boost I need for a particular sound at a particular venue. Also, it probably goes without saying, but I have the type set to null, so it's just going to be a straight volume lift. And this is what it does if I engage it. Now, the reason this is so cool and this works so well when the filter block is placed inside this parallel effects routing is the reverb and delay are getting the same amount of signal they were getting before the volume lift occurred. The filter is actually just increasing the volume through this dry signal here that's going straight to the output. So, not only am I getting a volume lift, but it's also only lifting my dry signal and not the effects. So it allows me to poke out of the effects a little bit more. Now you could just simply map this to your controllers or to a button to turn this filter on and off, but here's a better way, I think. I'm going to put a modifier on the filter bypass and we're going to use control switch 1. And we're going to have this control switch off when the switch is off and then on when the switch is on. And I've mapped control switch 1 down here on my FC6. So when I hit it on and I hit it off, it goes off. Now, that's not really anything different than just mapping the filter to the FC controller. But what I've done down here is I've set my control switch per scene all to off for control switch 1, which means I can play on this Takana, get a big lead sound going. And then when I switch scenes to a cleaner tone, the filter goes off with it. Because of that control switch per scene parameter, it's turning the switch off every time I switch scenes. So only one foot switch press as opposed to 2 or multiple. Let's take this one further. Let's say that I not only want a volume lift on the Takana, but I also want a little bit of a saturation lift as well. So we'll go over to the preamp setting, and I've got the input boost set to TS808, and we'll go ahead and map the input boost control to, you guessed it, control switch 1. And if I only want this to happen on the Takana, I'll set this just purely to channel C, since that's where the Carol Ann is. Now, when I press this, not only does the filter come on, but the input boost comes on as well. Here we are off and on. And then everything goes off when I switch scenes back to the AC20. Let me know if this helped you guys get the juices flowing on how to execute boost in the Axe FX3, FM9, and FM3. My name is Matthew Dale. If you like this video, hit those buttons, and I'll see you on the next one.